viewers. I'm Nick.
And I'm Tyler.
And today we're going to take you from this
to this.
Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
Let's get things started out right with our apples. Today we're using Pink Lady and Granny Smith apples because they have a very nice savory profile, which is ideal for making cider. Always remember, sweet apples are not your friend when it comes to making cider. You want something that has a good flavor profile because the yeast will just eat all your sugar. And trust me, that's not something you want. If I wanted water, I'd just go right to the tap. That's enough about those apples. Let's talk about what we're doing with them. So we're taking them and we're cutting them up with our knives, taking the core out so that we're left with that nice flesh and the skin. We're taking it, putting it into our blender with a little bit of water so that we can extract all the juices and the natural flavors from it so that we can add them into our cider and get a good final apple flavor in there, which of course as a cider is one of the key notes to have. And we keep this process going until about half of our pot is full of our nice apple pulp, and then we continue on to our other fruits, which today will be blueberries and peaches, and for that, I give you Tyler.
All right, Tyler here. I guess I'll start talking about these peaches and blueberries. They were absolutely delicious. Fantastic. We went and got them from a local farm co-op, and to be honest, we were so happy that we did. The prices were unbelievable. Okay, they were believable, but they were better than you could even get at like the big box office stores like Walmart or Hannaford's. So we got a fantastic deal on them. The people there were absolutely fantastic. So nice, so sweet. I mean, it's basically like shopping from your neighbors, not going to some town next over where you don't know anyone, it's crowded, it's a pain. So shop local, and then also when buying them, you feel good about yourself. You feel like you're helping support your community. And like as you can even see, like every once in a while we'll screw up a cut and make like a piece too thin by accident, and we'll just pop those in our mouth because they were delicious. We were eating them on and off the screen because it was a great time. Not to mention getting from the farm co-op that we went to, I bought like when I bought the peaches, they were in like a crate because I mean I had to buy them in bulk because we had to go through like quite a few of them. And there was like a $5 deposit on this crate. And of course, that's in case we don't return the crate. And so we didn't. We kept the crate because it's the crate. It's the peach crate from our very first batch. It's fantastic. You could even see that very crate in the opening, like our very first intro. It's right in the background. It's great. I was able to get like a little prop. I mean, the farm co-op would probably prefer if we returned it. But I mean, they wouldn't have the deposit if they expected us not to, right? I hope I'm right.
Hey, it's me, Nick, again. Me and my terrible audio are back to haunt your dreams. So here we have a nice shot of the blender, and you can really see that delightful peach color, and pouring it into the bucket even more, so you can see it's sort of a banana burnt orange color, and it smells as good as it looks. I promise. I wish you guys could experience it with us. It was excellent.
If anybody would like to tell us what's going on here with these, I'd really appreciate it because I've never seen anything like that before.
Any like person who's actually worked with peaches,
Yeah.
you just suck.
Yeah, probably that.
Get ready, it's race time. Right out of the gate, I cut the peach in half. And from that point on, you could have heard me. We cut the audio because it was just not great. I'm sitting there, I'm discouraged. I'm ready to throw in the towel on this race, but they convinced me to keep pulling through. And I mean, I got fantastic looking cuts. They were all beautiful. It's just super slow. Which, I mean, in my opinion, them looking beautiful is a bit more important than being fast. Ignore the part where we blend them. That's all, thanks.
You might throw some apples on there. Because that's definitely not enough to do. And when we do the apples again, baby, you can definitely...
Whoop, that's getting bleeped.
Whoops! I mean, fudge.
I mean,
Frizzle frazzle, that's not fun.
Here's a nice close-up of us actually blending the peaches. It just looks so nice to Nick and I that we kept it in so it feels like you're really there with us too. Immediately after blending these, he's going to pour it into the bucket that you guys have kind of seen a few times by now. The point of that, like the ladle, is so that way it doesn't splash as much. Then also it just looks kind of cool, the way how it flows off the ladle. So we kept that for you.
This is how I, a northerner who's never seen a peach on a tree in my entire life, cuts a peach. You'll notice that I have no idea what I'm doing, yet somehow it still works out in the end. And really, that's what's important, isn't it? Making it work. So now we're going to have to lay some science on you. So right now we're doing what is called pasteurization. Now the whole point of this is to make sure that our yeast is getting the proper environment and it's not being attacked by any other microbes that could prevent complete and healthy fermentation, which of course is what we want because we want alcohol in the end, obviously. So we're just making sure that any native yeast that might be on our apples, any contaminants or anything like that, are no longer a threat to our yeast that we will be adding just momentarily. Now, this takes a long time, and there's a couple different steps which you'll see now. So we have a little bit of a special treat. As part of our first video, we also have a new theme song to debut, courtesy of Johnny Farrow over at Ferrotypes. We're going to have his channel in the description if you like the song and you want to support him, or if you're looking for content of your own, make sure to hit this guy up. He's very talented. Without further ado, here's the official Tap That theme song.
Got a monster in your luck, got a gator in your drain, got a crack it in your sea. Got a yeti in your head, just devil strike you dead, chupacabras and double breeze. Urban legend, got your head in, straight for the crazy band. Tap the check on through, take all sign of our spin. Feel the legend, keep your head in, once in at a time. Take a ride on Johnny's pride, yeah, feel it till the ground. Keeping it real with the Mothman, C720-bit. Uncle Pogo is my homie, now the champ is your best friend. Urban legend, got your head in, got you going on to the crazy bend. Johnny's pride gonna blow your mind, yeah, feel it till the brim. Tap the gas, check our through, take our cider for a spin. Tap the gas, check our through, take our cider for a spin. Yeah.
Man, that still gives me chills every time I listen to it. Big shout out again to Johnny Farrow over at Ferrotypes. Without further ado, let's get back to the video. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in endgame. All we have left to do is add our yeasts, our nutrients and energizers, and then we run our tests that we do. Now we do a temperature test, a pH test, and a specific gravity test. That last test there allows us to estimate what our alcohol percentage is going to be, and it's telling us that we're going to have about a 10% ABV yield out of both of these batches, which is very good. Finally, we cap them, put an airlock to limit our oxygen exposure, and we let our yeasty boys do what they be doing.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us for secondary fermentation. Cheers.
Cheers.